So when I asked you, like, here you go, mom of a 3-year-old, staying at home with your kids, and when I asked you to like sit down and meditate, were you like, come on?
It was like, where do I find that? Because I had three children at the time, when I started in this work. And I think my youngest was 3. So, or no, excuse me. I'm trying to think back of when, yeah, he was still a baby because I was nursing him. And I remember that nursing him, I remember hearing, whether it was you or somebody else, or I don't remember, but having that mindful moment while you're nursing, and just whether that's gazing down at your little child that you're holding in your arms, or just bringing attention to um, the beauty of them nursing on your nipple. Like, just that mindful activity, I think, piece was okay. Nursing is where that's going to be most appropriate because I'm there a lot, and that's like a forced sit. Otherwise, I'm not sitting down the rest of the day, really, because then I have 2 other children that need something else, and the home, and the list goes on. So I do recall nursing being like a mindful activity, that was where I started the practice. Um, and then moved into mindful walks because sitting alone quietly felt really uncomfortable. I already felt defeated before I even started, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Um, and I didn't want to feel defeated. I already felt defeated in so many other areas of my motherhood journey that I think I then took to emotions need motion. And so then I
Mm.
switched to mindful walk. And if that was with my kids, then that was just really being mindful of, what are they sharing with me? What are they stopping to see in the grass there? Or the sounds or the warmth of the sun or that sort of thing. So I didn't go straight into sitting quietly by myself in stillness. It was always like an activity to focus my attention on, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah, I think before I meditated for I mean, I didn't have kids at the time, but for many years I did running. And I just ran,
mhm.
I initially started running with headphones on. And when I was in high school, I would like listen to like Nine Inch Nails and Wu-Tang Clan and be like this aggressive, like hip hop rock running. And then, and then eventually I started running without, and it was like,
Sure.
oh,
What
okay.
a
And that
difference.
became this
Yeah.
mindful activity for me, and kind of
Hmm.
still is. It's nice to have something that a way to move into it, because your mind is you realize your mind is so restless. Like if
Hmm.
you just sort of I guess sometimes for some of us, if we just sit with it, it's like that restlessness is too much.
It was too much for me initially. And it just stirred up a lot of emotions of frustration. And I had the awareness to to sense that and see that. And so it was like, okay, I want to be successful. I want to like finish this feeling successful and then kind of build on that, but also trust the process along the way, that I will get to a place where sitting in stillness by myself will be, that was like my end goal. And so I just kind of reversed it and started with a mindful activity, mindfulness time with my kids, mindful walking, whether that was by myself or with the kids, and then moving now. But it was also a really spiritual practice too. Like, it really, I'm a person of faith and believe in the creator. And I had kind of pushed God aside, I think, in my early motherhood days of like doing this in my own strength and realizing like, wow, I can't mother my children in my own strength. I need outside power, outside help, of encouragement. And so kind of going through the mindful parenting over the years has really been like a spiritual journey in a sense too, that has drawn me back to those beliefs for me. And so now I actually really crave that stillness and that quiet, um, because I view it as a sense of just sitting in stillness with God, and he's the one that gives me my breath and my life. And so now that's like that's my anchor, and that's my anchor in my practice now. And so it's been a really interesting, I wasn't expecting it to be a spiritual journey. I was just hoping to
Mhm.
change things in parenting, but they have to go hand in hand if you have that. And so um yeah, it's been beautiful. So
I think it is, yeah, I could see that. I think it is I mean, for me, it's a spiritual journey
mhm.
of connection with everything that is, and that that is there. It's not what I lead with, right? Like, I wanna
Right,
teach people
right.
the practical
Yes,
benefits of,
yes,
like, your brain and everything, but
yes.
it's true. It is
Yeah.
a spiritual journey to really pay attention to, yeah, the feelings that, are coming up, that are here, that we all have,
Mhm,
and to feel our bodies, to really be embodied,
mhm.
is different from the way that we mostly go through our lives. And it's funny
Yeah.
how that that's the only way. Like, we want this way out of yelling, we want this way or reactivity, we want this way out of it, but the only way out of it is through. And to have this, you have to be brave, you have to be brave to be able to sit with the stuff that's coming up for you, and to be clearly look at it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And to really
Yeah.
be with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot was being stirred up, and it wasn't something that I felt like going to my spouse or my mom or my dad, like, that was where God just really drew me back to him and to his presence, and like, "I am here with you. I have been here with you. I have never left your side throughout this whole journey." And just really letting me know that I was the one that walked away. I was the one that kind of walked out of that relationship and went forth with it in my own strength and my own power, and completely failed time and time again, and was falling down, and eventually just got to like my lowest of low, and being like, how do I climb back out of this? Like, I don't think I can do this alone. And of course I landed with your work, and just felt the compassion and the non-judgmental piece of it as well. And so that your work was a safe place for me, and that was a place to like begin and to get to, that felt like, okay, wow, Hunter really cares, like she really gets it, like she really sees and hears the struggles. Um and so I really believe that he used you in a powerful way in my life to just help me get out of that, first of all, and to just get to kind of that first layer of this walk and this journey, and then to just kind of like, okay, come back alongside with me and let's do this together, and work through this. And so it's been an interesting journey that I didn't know what to expect, and so
Mhm.
it's been cool.
Catch new episodes of the Mindful Mama podcast and other free resources, including the Mindful Mom Guide at mindfulmamamentor.com. You can listen to every back catalog episode, including interviews with Dr. Dan Siegel, Ianla Van Zant, Sharon Salzberg, and get meditations, join our private Facebook group, and more. Go to mindfulmamamentor.com now. I'll see you there.